Good evening. Today I'll be talking to you about why no one in the world should own nuclear weapons. My name is Brianna Green, and we'll go ahead and dive right in. So, over the years, the possession of nuclear weapons have been debated. From the first day the first atomic bomb was dropped on Japan to now. And some believe that it creates a sense of security and deterrence. However, there are plenty of adverse effects to owning nuclear missiles as a country, and it affects many people. And we're going to go over those few points. The expensive upkeep, the adverse effects of the environment, and the catastrophic effects. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So the catastrophic effects on humans were horrific in 1945, whenever the first atomic bomb was dropped on Japan, and even to the second one. So, about 120,000 people died in Japan, some of them being innocent people. One thing about a bomb, you can't control who it hits, you can just control the area. So, children, innocent people, all these people died in this war that they had no control over, that they had no say over. And some of the people that were lucky enough to survive, they were blinded instantly by radiation from the bomb. The burns from radiation, and they were instantly blinded from the bomb, from the flash. The nuclear weapons is now much more powerful than they were in 1945. So imagine today, if a nuclear weapon was dropped, how much more powerful it would be than it was in 1945. Now let's move on to our second point. If killing innocent people isn't enough, what about all the money that goes into the expensive upkeep? Now, if you didn't know, there are three kinds of missiles. There's submarine-based missiles, there's land-based missiles, and then there's air missiles. Now, the submarine missiles cost about $140 million to upkeep, and in the next few decades on nuclear warheads and delivery systems alone, the United States will spend $250 billion. Now, this $250 billion can go to education. This $250 can go to our military. There's so many things this $250 billion can go to that it's going to just nuclear warheads and the delivery systems alone. Now, maintenance on the Minuteman III and land-based missile is conducted on these weapons to extend the life, which costs about $15 million. And this is just land-based. A nuclear weapon hasn't been built since 1990s, which means we're just keeping the ones that we had from 1990s up to speed. Like, imagine a running car, and a car that's always on. You have to constantly replace everything to keep that car able to go when it needs to go, if that makes sense. Now, one important part is the DoD is only half of the equation. Now, DoD is like all the military branches. The DoD is only responsible for the security and the upkeep of the delivery system itself. Now, the DOE, the Department of Energy, they own the actual warhead. So when we talk about the DoD, like, this includes all the cops that go out there and they sit outside LF gates because something isn't working. This is hours that cops have to spend or maintainers have to spend on these nuclear weapons. And it's a great deal of money. And just the amount of money is just so horrific in the grand scheme of things. Now, the adverse effects on the environment is extremely important as well. The production alone has polluted the surrounding soil and water from the substances released. That's huge for the soil and water. We really need those things. And radioactive material is often buried as a disposal option, and we all know that's absolutely not okay. So as we discussed, we talked about the adverse effects on the environment, the catastrophic effects on people, and the extensive upkeep. And this is just a few of the reasons why no one in the world should own nuclear weapons. Not just the United States, but everyone. And hopefully, with this speech, you all understand that, and I hope you all like it. Thank you.